So this is one of my senior mares. She is 23, soon to be 24 in January. I got her as a 2-year-old, and she has been here ever since. 2 years ago, we went through an episode where, being a horse owner, a lot of us know and have been through a lot of traumatic situations, a lot of decisions that you have to make, which again is just part of horse ownership. This mare was outside. I had come out to water, and when she came in, her eye on the right side appeared to be swollen, and I thought it was a bee sting, fly bite, something of that nature. So I went to get some cloths and her halter so I could bring her into her stall that's in the barn to get her tended to, and then, hopefully get her feeling a whole lot better. When I returned, I had noticed that when she looked straight onto me, her nose and her lower lip were opposite of one another. And then her right ear was splayed out to the right. When I approached her to put the halter on, she was fine. But when we started to walk forward, she was extremely ataxic on her right side. So naturally, a million things go through your mind as to what could be happening, and this was one type of thing I had never seen. It resembled a stroke to me in what I would expect a stroke to look like in a horse, should one happen. But I reached out to our vet. They did come out within a couple of hours and were uncertain exactly what could be the problem. So we did end up going to an equine hospital that's about 4 hours from where we live. Once she got there, she was examined, and what they referred to her issue being is called Temporal Hyoid Osteoarthropathy. And basically, the hyoid bone that's located underneath between the jaws had fractured, and when that fractures, I had it explained to me as it pushes on the nerves and then creates instant paralysis. So she went through an awful lot. She had surgery the following morning to remove that hyoid bone. We tried to save her eye, which unfortunately we were unable to do. We had a week of what they had done was put a lavage system on, which was basically a small fine tube that was hooked to the top of her withers up here, where medication was injected numerous times a day. The line ran, weaved through her mane and then came up to her eye where it was sutured in. And again, sadly, we were unable to keep that eye, and we had to have it removed. But she has recovered quite well. Her lip is still a little bit, if I could get her to turn towards me, is still a little bit not even, but she can eat much better now. Initially, when she came home for several months, she would drop a lot of her feed because it just she hadn't gained back those muscles to use her mouth like she normally would have had this not happened. But I'm sharing this story just as a story to kind of know about some of the things that I have experienced here along with my horses. There have been many things over 45 years of horse ownership that I have seen and have had to go through. But with her, she was one of the more significant, and an experience that I had never had before. So if you ever see this in any of your horses, it is something they can help. Of course, I don't know if you would have a equine specialist near you or not, but fortunately ours was within 4 hours, and we were able to get there to help her out. But instantly it created that paralysis effect, and her eye was actually not even moving after it happened. So this is just, again, some information I wanted to share about one of the horses that's here. She's pretty much retired. In her younger years, we did a lot of showing and had a lot of fun. She's pretty special. She taught me more than I think any of the other horses yet have. but she's been a fabulous horse, and I just wanted to give her some attention and some acknowledgement because she makes my life here extremely special. So that's her story, and her name is Potticelli, and thanks for listening.